Hello YouTubers, this is Tim at jlminiatures.com. I just wanted to give you guys a quick update on some of the stuff I've been working on. This right here is for a mystical wood elf army, and what you're looking at right now is 6 werewolves. These will double as treekins for them. The way that we've pretty much figured it out is these woods are so magical and everything else that even wood elves won't go in, and over time mystical creatures have called it home. So that's where we're pretty much leaving it right now. What I've used is the Chaos Hound heads, spawn hands, and then over here I've used the Minotaur hands themselves. I've taken and cutting the weapons off and stuff like that. There's 1 black, 4 brown, and 1 kind of an albino color. And that's for what the client wanted. He wanted to represent the, I believe it's the Thorn of Crowns. It's supposed to represent like 6 brothers that find like a pack of wolf cubs, and then they all each get 1. So that's the way that turned out. The next thing I have to show you, since we're going with the mystical theme, is for his giant eagles. Excuse me. We use the high elf, was it hippogriff, and we just shaved off the legs from the rider. We took and regreen stuff that filled some cracks and everything else, and then we took and I'm gonna back it up here. We actually mounted it to one of the trees. And as you can see here, I took and sculpted a face on this one with his mouth open, kind of yawning. And then we put the leaves on it and everything else. This gives it more of a dynamic pose and just made it look a lot sweeter. It gives a lot more height to the army too, and just an overall really cool appeal to it. And this still fits on the 50mm base, which is correct for the eagle. So this is one of them. And of course you can't just have 1, so we ended up doing 2. This one here has the same thing, it's just a different pose, as you can tell. We wanted them to look a little bit different, so we took and we did the wings, the little feathers on them, just a little bit different so you could tell them apart. Also, the way that they're mounted, they're a little bit different. This one looks like he's coming down out of the trees. This one looks like he's just swooping down. And then with this one here, I took and sculpted a face onto this one too. I just think it looks more really unique to see that. So this right here is 2 of the eagles. Now this is the one that I took and probably built a couple years ago for him, and then he finally decided he wanted me to take and paint it. This is a dragon. And as you can see, we don't have the riders yet. We're ended up going to have the twin girls on there. And I'm going to take and kind of pan down a little bit if I can. And you can see that it's literally coming through the trees. So you can see like part of the dragon here. There's a big space. And then you can see the tail. And then here's the leg coming out of the tree right here. I wanted this to look like the dragon's actually using the trees as kind of a camouflage, where you can pop in, pop back out. Looks like you can go through the woods, you know, without any hindrance of movement or anything like that. So I wanted him to really look like he could just, you know, wreak havoc and everything else, and make it look more like a spirit type effect. And I think it turned out really well. We went with more of the fall colors and stuff like that, so it's more of the reds, oranges, little bits of yellow here and there, just to kind of make things pop a little bit more. He's got the foliage on the ground, but it just really turned out really well with the dragon. You can see how the kind of the fade is from the tail. It kind of goes off, and then you see more of a fade when it goes back into the tree itself. And then when he takes and he pops out here at his chest, you can see how he takes and goes back all the way up. It goes back into the dragon. And then you can see how his eyebrows and little pieces on the side of his jaws Even on his beard, it's starting to turn back into a tree, like he's getting ready to hit another tree again. There's a lot of different little things, like up in here for his fingernail, we took and added a little bit of tree branch just to kind of pop it out, just to kind of give it a little bit more different, you know, variety and stuff like that. But overall, I thought this was just really magnificent miniature. The sculpt was really kind of fun to do. It was fantastic to paint, you know, just because I've never painted anything like this. I've painted tons of dragons, but you know, nothing with actually, there's nothing in the center of it. So it was really kind of neat. Putting it on the base, we ended up going with a little bit bigger base than what is normally for the dragon, just to give it a little bit more space, give it some more movement, because we didn't want to do it the dragon where it's just going straight ahead. So we did it where it looks like it's actually kind of weaving through the trees, coming here and coming there. But this is the one side, and then here's the other. But we really had a good time with this. I basically painted it up in probably, I think, about 4 hours or so. So we took our time with it and everything else. I'm looking for other projects, so if you need anything done, customizing or fully painted, from a character to a unit to a full army, I do have the time. So get a hold of me, email me or PM me. Again, this is Tim at jlminiatures.com. Thank you for watching. Please leave a comment.